So if you're working as a health, fitness, or a wellness professional, it's pretty likely that at some point a client is going to contact you dealing with food poisoning. And they'll be really confused and, hey, I got this projectile vomiting going this way, I got butt soup coming out the back door, how do I even have all these fluids? I'm like a faucet from both ends, what do I do? So in this video, I'm going to help you understand steps you can help those clients take to see some fast improvement from a food poisoning situation. You don't want to miss this.
TC Hale is not a doctor and does not claim to be a doctor or licensed in any type of medical field. Don't be an idiot and use anything heard on the show as medical advice. This information should be used for educational purposes only, and you should contact your doctor for any medical advice. Now get off me.
So one thing that's important to understand is that when there's a food poisoning situation, basically an invader has gotten into the body that was not really invited, and it's creating a lot of havoc. And all these, hey, I'm gonna throw up, or hey, I have this crazy diarrhea situation that the body is creating, is a way that it has to get these invaders out of the system. So it's not always the best idea to have a client take some remedy that's going to kind of just turn off diarrhea, because then that's leaving more of those microbes in the system that the body is trying to get rid of. Still, if a client is having a lot of diarrhea and it's extensive and lasting for longer than you really want to see it happen, then you might want to make sure they put some electrolytes back in there, because you can lose a lot of electrolytes with diarrhea that's going on a little too long. But one step I like to see clients take, as soon as they feel like, ooh, I ate that and that just was not quite right, I think there's a problem that's going to come from this, I like to see them take what's called activated charcoal. And you got to let them know this isn't charcoal from your grill. It's a supplement that you can buy at most health food stores or on Amazon or something like that. But you get these activated charcoal capsules. And the charcoal is basically, a lot of people use this as like a detox kind of strategy, where it goes into the system and then toxins will what's called adsorb to that charcoal. So it's not absorbing these toxins, they adsorb or stick to the charcoal, so then the charcoal can carry those toxins out the back door. So it's a way to really speed up the process of getting all of this junk out of the body, because a lot of the symptoms that we experience from food poisoning actually come from the waste or the toxic stuff that these invaders put out when they get into the system. So it's nice to have this charcoal that can help get a lot of those toxins out of the body a lot faster and speed that recovery process up. And it can be best to have the client take these charcoals away from food in between meals if that's possible. But if they're really having a hard time, just getting it into the system any way you can often be beneficial. And another step that you want to think about is, well, if these invaders came in, we need to kill them off and get them out of the system. So we like to use something called D-limonene, which is basically orange peel extract. And it appears to be really good at killing off microbes in the stomach especially. So a lot of times when those microbes go in, they're setting up camp in the stomach and they're creating a lot of havoc. And this orange peel extract, or D-limonene, seems to be very good at wiping out those bacteria. Another option is mastic gum, which is basically a resin from some kind of fancy tree somewhere. But the mastic gum can go in and it sort of works like it's mummifying these bad guys and these varmints, and then can carry them out the back door. So it kind of wraps them up and takes them out when we poop like a champion. So mastic gum also has the ability to be helpful. And one thing to note is that when you're using things to kill off these pathogens, that some people will experience some discomfort, maybe some cramping or some nausea just from the die-off. If you're killing off a lot of these guys at once, it seems to have the ability to create some discomfort. So let them understand that that might be coming, so it doesn't freak them out if they start to experience a little bit of discomfort as they kill off these bad guys. And helping clients understand that their stool could turn black if they take enough of this charcoal stuff, so that they don't freak out if they see that. But you really want to help clients take steps to get these out of the system. I hear from a lot of people with all these digestive issues that they've been dealing with for years or even decades, and a lot of them will tell me, it kind of all started when I had this food poisoning episode. And even the issues that I dealt with, where I lost my voice for 8 years, a lot of that cascade of trouble that created springboarded from a major food poisoning episode that I experienced. So if somebody has food poisoning, you really want to take steps to wipe those bad guys out, but then you'll also want to reestablish with some probiotics, so you can reestablish that good gut flora if you're taking steps to wipe out all kinds of stuff. And one thing that a lot of clients don't understand is that they may be more susceptible to food poisoning issues if the front door is open. A lot of people today don't have their stomach acid function working correctly. They're not producing enough stomach acid to not only not break down their food correctly, but also that stomach acid is like the barrier to the whole digestive system. So when bacteria and these varmints are coming in on the food that we're eating, and they're going to come in on the food that we're eating, but they should die in an acid bath. So if a client isn't making enough stomach acid to kill them off, then it's a lot easier for them to come in and set up camp and have a keg party and raise all their kids and create all of that havoc. And if you want to gain more insights into understanding the signs that can come about when your clients are not making enough stomach acid, go ahead and jump over right now and check out our video on 10 signs your clients aren't making enough stomach acid. Let us know how it goes.